Good morning. Another super cold, freezing morning in the desert. But we are like 4.5 miles to breakfast. And I got fresh legs in the morning. I don't think the train's gonna be too bad for this part. After Cajon Pass, we gained like up to 9,500 feet or something like that. So afternoon and stuff's gonna be all uphill climb. But I'm gonna speed walk as quick as I can. And then we're just gonna relax at the McDonald's. Man, what an overlook this is. That's gotta be like the interstate. Cajon Pass is all down there. All those mountains in the background is all what we're going into. We're gonna be gaining some big elevation later today. Feels like this is one of the best views I've had on trail. You see how there's trains continuously going past? Yeah, there was a train going past last night every 20 minutes, and they were always blowing their horn. What a great view. This descent has been one of my favorite parts of the whole trail. You got crazy cliff views on both sides. Just beautiful with the sun coming up too. All the traffic on the freeway. Trains chugging their way up and down the hill. What a beautiful morning. Beautiful trail. Oh, I just love it out here. The last 340 miles was totally worth doing this descent. Some water flowing in the stream down there. Tight little canyon to finish up the descent down to the pass. We're almost there to our exit. There's our exit, point for the McDonald's. I got a couple of sausage egg McMuffin meals, just gonna eat it out front here. They said I was the first hiker in this morning, but I didn't see anybody on the way in. So we should have some more people trickling in at some point, I guess. Other guys are gonna wanna get here for breakfast. Done with our break. That was awesome little getaway breakfast. Seemed like I was there longer, but that was about right at an hour. There's only a couple people there, hikers wise. There's a little hotel you can stay at just another like half mile further up. It seems like most of the people that stayed there last night were at the McDonald's getting breakfast, but I haven't seen any other hikers who are on trail around my vicinity come in yet this morning. But I got a couple of snacks. I only need like another half a day's worth, I think, to get us all the way to Wrightwood. And I got a liter of water. They say don't rely on water caches, but you shouldn't. But this next stretch is, I don't know how many miles. It's over 20 miles of no water. But there's a water cache like 5.5 miles up that's supposed to have a lot of water in it. So I'm relying on the water cache, which is why I'm only packing out a liter. But I'm gonna have to load up with the water cache, I think, because that might be the last water till I get into Wrightwood. Anyway, we're going back down to the interstate crossing, and it's gonna be uphill all the rest of the day. Now we're disappearing into the scary tunnel, going under I-15. A lot of bird nests. You can see them poking their heads out. Swallows flying around. Looks like we're crossing under the train tracks. There's the train up there. Going into this huge drainage pipe. The Cajon Pass area is just beautiful. Coming into it, going out of it. Hopefully we can get some really, really cool views as we keep going higher on this side. Some cool weathered rock formations up there. Snow peaks in the background still. That's where we're going. Stopped for a break in a shady spot. It already feels hot. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. But there's a breeze going on, and the breeze is nice and cool. The higher I go, it'll be cooler slowly, but the sun intensity today is gonna be hot. Oh, one of many breaks today, I think, as long as I can find a shady spot. Looking back at the pass. We're about to dip down into this little valley before going back up again. And I think somewhere down here in a little bit is where the water cache is, a couple of miles away yet. This is the day of the horned toads. These guys are really cool looking. I'd love to have one as a pet. Little dragons. Goob, why are you running on the PCT? Are you running for world peace or for women's rights? I just felt like running. Made it to the water cache. Tons of water. A couple of those big jugs are full still. Cabinet here, full of water. I was just checking these boxes. These are full. Oh, lots of water. There's where I just came from. Man, I was making good time coming through here. Oh, I'm exhausted kind of. I'm gonna rest. Climbing up into those mountains next. I'm gonna take a good break here. Done with the break at the water cache. I'm all loaded up, I'm heavy. It's the middle of the day, it's hot, and we're gonna be going into the steeper parts of the uphill. So I'm gonna be moving slow, I think, for this half of the day. I don't know exactly where I'm ending up at. There's like stealth site comments and far out that I'm going with. There's no designated kind of camping sites up there. But it's approximately like 6.5 miles away. And the next water source is like 17 miles away or something like that. So we're dry camping tonight, and then we got a good stretch in the morning with no water. But there's like, I got to the water cache alone, and then as I was hanging out there, a bunch more hikers kept trickling in, one and two at a time. So there's like 10 people right behind me. You can see the outline of the trail we came down on. The water cache, can't really see it, but it's somewhere just prior to that dirt road. And there's everything we've come across already. Cajon Pass is on the other side of those little hills. You can see the interstate. And we are moving up, above 8,000. Keep getting beautiful views of Cajon Pass as we get up here. And that's one heck of a stealth spot right there, just as long as it's not windy. A crazy overlook. There's a mile marker here on the side of the trail, 351 miles. I didn't even think about it, but that is halfway through the desert. Halfway done with the desert section. Taking a break. This uphill slog, man, is grueling. A little steep at times. It's just that continuous grind of just going uphill for miles and miles and miles and miles. And it's hot, it's the middle of the day. I'm making really good time though. It's only 1:40. And I'm within 2 miles of where I was aiming to get to for the end of the day. So that's pretty good. It's just hard to find shade. So I'm gonna sit here for a good long rest and then kind of figure out where I'm going. There's no designated campsites, so I'm just kind of going off of the far out comments of where people have said that they've seen sites. So that's moderately reliable. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to resting. I can see everything I've done today in this one view. I've come from the back side of those mountains, on the other side of the highway. So I did all that this morning. McDonald's, across the interstate, over that little range, into the dirt road, that's where the water cache was, up all of this stuff, and up to here. Well, I think this is the secret unmarked stealth spot I was looking for, but the site's not level. It's kind of hard and rocky. The trail's about 20 feet down that way. It's one of those spots, if you didn't know it was here, you definitely wouldn't find it. I don't know if I'm gonna stay here. I don't know if there's many options up further. It is still kind of early, so I could go a couple more miles if I wanted to, but I'm just feeling done. I'll contemplate my options and see what I can get up into. Well, this spot's definitely on a slope, so that's not the best way to pitch. But you definitely want your head on the uphill side. So I think that's the best I can manage. This might be a rough night's sleep, but I can't go any further. Tenting options are really limited this stretch. So I'm just gonna get settled in and get like food and stuff going. Well, I'm getting all settled in nicely. I think this is gonna do it for today. I got one extra wrap that I'm gonna have for dinner because of the extra meal that we got when we went to the Joshua Inn. So I'm gonna have that and some extra snacks that I got and start editing and all that. Go to bed when the sun goes down in a little bit. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow getting into Wrightwood. Morning. I actually had pretty good sleep last night, despite being at like a 15-degree incline on my sleeping pad. And it's actually not freezing temperatures this morning, so that's good too. I think the only thing of note today is that I got about 1 liter of water left because I drank a lot yesterday. And the next water source is an unreliable spring that should still be flowing. And that's 10.5 miles from here. So I gotta get as many miles going before it starts getting pretty warm for today. And then it's a total of like 15.5 miles till we get to a road crossing where we can get a hitch into Wrightwood. We're starting to get into the elevation for pine trees. Now we're in the burned out pine tree zone. There's Baden Powell up ahead. We'll be going up and over that on the first day out of Wrightwood when we go back on trail. I'm just loving these views up here. Every mile you can tell we're just getting higher and higher and higher and higher. As we've been moving along here, it kind of looks like we're going around all this stuff. So this is not like Mount Baden-Powell that I thought. I think these are the San Gabriel Mountains. Baden-Powell should be further this way, and I guess I haven't even seen it yet. Very nice overlook here. Coming up on Wrightwood. It's going to be right down in between that little valley there. Can't see it yet. Got some deer out here on the side of the trail. There they are again right down there. This is some of my favorite scenery to be in. It's high altitude mountains, trees, and I'm officially higher than the snow down there. Oh, it's lovely up here. What a lovely day. Finally get a view looking further north, and according to where I'm at and USGS survey maps, I'm looking straight at Baden-Powell. Should be that one, I guess. But latest trail reports said it's covered in snow, and there's no snow up there. So I don't know where I'm looking. There's the first snow patch up on this mountain. A little memorial plaque here. Jody and Jerry. And we're starting to get some overlooks into the town of Wrightwood. You can see it a little bit through the trees down there. Here's the intersection where the Acorn Trail is. This one goes straight down to Wrightwood, 2.7 miles. I'm going to skip that one though and just keep going. The Guffey campground is 1 mile. That's where the water source is. And then from the campground, it's like a further 5 miles or something like that to our road crossing where we're getting off. But I'm definitely due for some water. I hope the spring is still running. Some more snow patches. Some more Wrightwood in the background there. Guffey campground is just right up there. Here's the side trail for the spring. It's like a 1/4 mile down here. So I'm gonna go down first, fill up on water, and then I'll come back up to chill at the campground. I'm back up to the Guffey campground. I'm gonna chill here, eat a bunch of snacks, drink a lot of water. That was a pretty steep down and back up. But I needed the water. I had to do it. So from here, we got 5 more miles. We'll get to the road crossing, and we'll hitch in from there. Now we're back on trail, heading out of the campgrounds. 5 miles left. Got a belly full of food and water. Feels good to not have to ration your water anymore. I'm hiking out with like 2 liters, which is a little excessive, but I'll be chugging it down as we go. I think we're kind of done with the big uphills and stuff. It should be relatively easy terrain, mostly downhill all the way down to where the our road crossing is at. I think there's 2 ponds like this right off the trail, but I don't think you want to be taking water from these. Yeah, that one out there has definitely got to be Baden Powell. I'm just confused why all the comments in Far Out say that it's completely snow covered. I don't see any snow. Comments as recent as like 2 days ago. We'll see when we get up there, I guess. This field right here is part of a ski run. And there's the ski lifts in the background there. There's the second pond you don't want to take water out of. And we made it. This is where the trail crosses Highway 2 at Inspiration Point. I'll be hitching from here, trying to get into Wrightwood. I made it to Wrightwood. This is where I'm staying, the Cedar Lodge. It's like 2 o'clock. Let's see if I can check in a little bit early. It was pretty easy getting a hitch. There wasn't much traffic, but the first car that came by picked us up, so it only took like 5 minutes. And we're in. Lovely little place. I'll pan the camera here in a second and give a little bit of a tour. But I'm gonna get cleaned up and all that first. And at some point I'm gonna do laundry today, I think. There's no facilities here or in town, so it's gonna be bucket laundry. And they got that set up for us all ready to go. So let me show you what the room looks like. There's one queen bed. Some coffee and fridge over there. Little desk. TV. It's a nice homely looking place. It doesn't have that feel of like a motel or something. Pretty nice. And we got a bathroom in here. Shower. Toilet. Good and spacious. I'm out of the shower. I don't have any clean clothes, so I'm wearing the cleanest of my dirty clothes. I'll do laundry later. I think I'm gonna go wander around and try to find some food and see what town services they got in that regard. I think I'm gonna go with the Grizzly Cafe. Try this place. Back from food. That was excellent. Amazing as usual. I hate being in a rush to like do stuff. I'm feeling very full and tired and lazy right now and comfy in a bed. I should be doing laundry right now, but I think I'm just gonna do it tomorrow. I think I'm gonna work on like videos and stuff in the meantime, try to get stuff uploaded, see how good their Wi-Fi and stuff is here. So I'm just gonna lounge around. I'm kind of in that odd hour between like lunch and dinner, and so I had like a really late lunch. It's only like 3 o'clock, so I'll probably have a really late dinner. So I'll let you know when I get up to something else, but I'm just gonna be working on like videos and stuff for the next few hours, I think. We'll see about some pizza for dinner. Back in the hotel room. I just got one of the small personal sized pizzas to go. I think that'll suffice for dinner tonight. And I got a couple of videos uploaded, so that's good. The Wi-Fi here is good. So I think I'm just gonna finish up with this video, get this one closed out, edited, and uploaded, and enjoy our 0 day for tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.